Hey, welcome to today's class. We're gonna do a Hatha, I guess you could call it fusion, but a Hatha-based practice with a lot of heart-opening postures today. Just keep it gentle, keep it easy. We'll move slowly through the practice, just so we're not moving any faster than our awareness can take us. And if you ever need to slow down yourself, allow yourself to do that. Being gracious and honest with where you are. Knowing that it's no rush to find yourself in any other posture but the one that you are in and the one that your body calls for you to be. With that being said, we're going to start in a seated position and begin with a Kalabati, skull shining breath technique. It's finding a seat, whatever works for your legs. Maybe close the eyes. So I'll sync the breath together. One big inhale. And a long, slow, steady exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Now we're going to switch this to Kalabati. This Kalabati is a very aggressive breathing technique. We stick with breathing through the nose. We inhale, expand the belly, exhale rapidly, suck the abs in, suck the belly in, and then breathe in quickly, expanding the belly. We repeat that cycle for a short period of time, and then it gets going somewhat fairly fast. So inhale together. Exhale through the belly. Inhale, exhale. 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 Continue with that breath technique. Really expanding the belly on the inhale and sucking it back in on the exhale. Inhale deeply. Hold at the top. Feel your body growing in awareness. Your mind expanding. Exhale all the way out. Nice and slow. Hold at the bottom. And inhale in. Amazing work. Find a steady breath. Let's reach the hands up to the sky. Exhale, bring them to our sides. Let's reach them back up to the sky. Exhale to our sides. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, right hand comes down, left hand comes over. Really stretch through that left side. Switching sides, left hand down, right hand over. Syncing the movement with the breath. Right hand down, left hand over. Inhale. Right hand over. Exhale. Inhale. Left hand over. Exhale. Inhale. Right hand over. Exhale. Inhale, left hand over, exhale. Inhale, right hand over, exhale. Inhale, left hand over, exhale. Inhale, both hands to the sky. Exhale, palms come down to heart center. Take another breath here. And let it go steady and slow. Amazing work. We're going to come down into all fours. Maybe stretch one leg out, swapping sides with the other, depending on how you were sitting. You might feel a little tight and tense in the knees, maybe the ankles. Feel free to rock those ankles side to side, letting out any tension, maybe shaking the legs. Once your legs feel nice and loose, you can bring the knees down, sit, curl the toes under. We're going to rock forward and back over the wrists. It's a gentle, easy warm up on the hands. A lot of the time we don't use our hands throughout the day, or at least we're not putting pressure upon them. So it is always a good benefit to start a practice off with a hand warm up. Let's flip the fingers back, point them towards the back of the mat. You can keep the wrists upon the mat, or as you sit back, maybe they curl up just slightly. Attempting to keep the fingers down upon the mat, finger pads on the mat. Really stretching out through the back side of the wrist. Point the fingers to the sides of the mat. Create half circles. Maybe a full circle around the wrists. If you're doing half circles, switch sides. Full circles, switching the rotation of your circle. Now we're going to flip the hands, landing on top of the palm. Palms are facing towards the sky. Be gentle here. Your wrists are delicate. Broaden the shoulders. Bend the elbows. Come down to the palms. Lift, press into the back of the palms. Lift the arms straight. Be gentle. No need to overdo it. Bend the elbows before coming back up, straighten through the arms, press into the tops of the hands. Bend the elbows, coming back up, press into the tops of the hands. We'll sit back on our heels, clasp the hands, create a figure 8 shape with the palms clasped together. We're going to reverse the figure 8. I like to flip my fingers too, interlace them in a different way than I did with the start. It's all up to you though. Maybe you want to work one side just today. Unclasp the hands, give a vigorous shake, letting out any tension. Remember, your body is your own, so you are responsible for being aware of what your body is speaking to you. I can only guide you through suggestion. Alright. Feet go back. Find ourselves in a tabletop position. Inhale there, and then bring the hips up to the sky. Downward facing dog. While you're here, let's just bring awareness to this pose. Hips are reaching up to the sky. Elbows are facing down towards the mat. The entire palm is planted. Bringing awareness to that index finger and the knuckle pad of that index finger. We tend to lift that up. Just make sure it's pressed down. Now maybe let's work into the legs. This is our first downward dog, so maybe just shifting forward and back up onto those toes, dropping the heels, maybe pedaling out your dog, bending one knee and then the other. Allowing yourself to explore what it feels like to move. Giving yourself space to be creative. To learn what it is that your body needs. Amazing. So now we're going to enter into that Hatha flow, which would be a classic Surya Namaskar. Let's bring the left leg up to the sky. You could even parallel that shin with the mat. Balance out the hips. We're going to bring that knee towards the chest. Plant the left foot. Drop the right knee. Hold the inhale. Exhale, right foot comes and meets the left. We inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Coming up with the bent knees, all the way to the sky with the hands. Inhale, exhale, palms down to heart center. Inhale, hands come up to the sky. Exhale, we fold forward over our legs. Inhale into a flat back. Switching feet, left foot goes back, left knee drops. Inhale. Hold the inhale, right foot goes back, plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Bhujangasana, cobra pose. Elbows are hugged to the sides of the body. Press into the palms, press into the knees. Lift the hips up high. We come into a downward facing dog. So that was a Hatha flow, classic Surya Namaskar. We're going to do that a few more times, warming up the body, getting the blood flowing, expanding our energy, and loosening up our muscles. Right leg comes to the sky, press through that right heel, stretch long through that left leg, reach the hips up higher. You can parallel that right shin with the mat, not causing any pain in the lower back. Right knee comes towards the chest. Plant the right foot down. Left knee drops. We inhale. Left foot comes up, meets the right. Exhale. Forward fold over those legs. Press into the feet, bend those knees generously. We're coming up with a big inhale. Exhale, palms come down to heart center. Reach back up to the sky, maybe slight back bend. Before dropping down, forward fold over the legs. Inhale, flat back. Right foot goes back, drop that right knee down. Inhale here. Retain the inhale. Left leg goes back, meets the right. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, Bhujangasana, Cobra pose. Pressing into the tops of the feet. Knees come down. Press into the hands. Coming back into downward facing dog. Awesome. So now we just did the other side. We're going to flow through both sides 2 more times, but we're going to speed it up a little bit here. Left leg comes up towards the sky. Left knee towards the chest. Plant the left foot. Drop the right knee. Right foot comes up to the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Press into the feet, bend the knees, reach up to the sky. Maybe slight back bend. Exhale, palms come down to heart center. Inhale, reach the hands back up. Exhale, fold forward over the legs. Left foot goes back, drop that left knee down. Reach the chest forward, retain the breath, right foot goes back. Chaturanga exhale. Maybe coming up into a full upward facing dog. Bringing the hips high, pressing into the tops of the feet before lifting the hips towards the sky. Exhale, right foot comes up to the sky. Right knee towards the chest. We plant the right foot between the hands, drop the left knee. Breathe. Exhale, left foot meets the right. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward over the legs. Bend the knees, press into the feet. Hands come up towards the sky. Exhale, palms down to heart center. Inhale, maybe slight back bend. Exhale, fold forward over the legs. Right foot goes back, drop that right knee. Breathe, inhale. Hold the breath, retain. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Broaden the shoulders. We're not hiking the shoulders towards the chest. Or towards, not hiking the shoulders towards the ears. Don't do that. Left foot comes back up to the sky, 3-legged dog. Left knee towards the chest. Plant that left foot down. Right knee drops. Breathe. Exhale, right foot meets the left. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward over the legs. Bend the knees, press into the feet. Inhale, lift the hands to the sky. Exhale, palms come down to heart center. Inhale, we reach the hands up, maybe slight back bend. Exhale, fold forward over the legs. Left leg goes back. Drop that left knee. Breathe, inhale. Plant the hands, retain the breath. Right foot goes down. Chaturanga. Coming up into cobra or upward facing dog. Hips come back and up. Right foot up to the sky, 3-legged dog, other side. Right knee towards the chest. Plant the right foot down, drop the left knee, breathe, broaden the shoulders. Exhale, left foot meets the right. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, press through the feet, reach the sky. And exhale, palms come down to heart center. Breathe, inhale, maybe slight back bend as you reach up, and then exhale, fold forward over the legs. Right foot goes back, drop that right knee, open up the shoulders, plant the hands, retain the breath, chaturanga, exhaling, inhaling, upward facing dog. Hands are planted strong, coming back in, 2, downward facing dog. Good work. Steady the breath. Let awareness come back to you. It's almost as if we were surfing a wave there. Get a little chaotic, a little stressful. Not sure if you could hold the balance, but we made it through. We stayed strong, we stayed steady. Finding rest in this pose, in this downward facing dog. Finding a stillness of mind amongst chaos. Let's roll forward, plank pose. Tuck the belly button up. The lower back is pressed down towards the heels as the pelvis tucks up and forward. Bend the elbows, lowering down, chaturanga. Belly meets the mat. Flip the toes, press into the tops of the feet. We're coming into a cobra pose. Just gonna hold this for a few breaths here, gaining awareness. I want us to check in with the tops of the thighs. You do want to keep those active in this pose as well as the glutes. The legs are strong. The spine reaches long. A lot of activation in the spine, a lot of activation in the back side of the body. Let's reach the hands out, tent the fingers, so we're pressing into the fingertips, the palms are off the ground. Now let's open up the chest, flex the legs, remember we're strong in the back, and then curl open the heart towards the front of the mat. Keep the head and the neck over the shoulders. You don't want to pinch that back side of the neck by throwing your head back. At times you could, if you were trying to open up your front side of the neck. But for the majority of the time, find yourself in stillness and center. Palms come back, plant to the sides of the body. Let's bend the knees. Toes are pointed towards the sky. Press the pelvis down into the ground. Let's lift the chest, roll the upper body. Bend the back slightly. You don't want any pain in your lower back, so flex those glutes. Long, nice long line through the spine like a bow. Heels are pulling towards the back of the head. Now we're going to drop the feet down, press into the tops of the toes. Then we're going to drop the left shoulder. Cobra twist as we look over that right shoulder. Coming back up. Cobra pose, drop the right shoulder as we look over that left. Coming back up. Cobra, drop the left shoulder, look over that right. Coming back up just a couple more times. Right shoulder drops, look over that left. Coming back up one more time each side. Left shoulder drops, look over that right. Coming back up, inhale. Exhale, right shoulder drops, look over that left. Let's come back up, center off the pose. Press strong into the palms of the hands, broaden the shoulders, arch the back. Now we're going to twist that right foot off to the left side. Plant that left foot down. We're coming into Wild Thing. Right hand comes up and over the body as we press into those right toes. The left arm is strong. Left foot is planted on the edge of that foot. Really opening up that chest, that heart center here. Releasing that fire that we just built throughout the practice. We're going to lower, bend that left elbow, drop that left hip down onto the mat. Right leg begins to twist over, plant that right hand down. Finding ourselves in that cobra pose. Switching sides, bend that left knee, begin to drop that right hip down, left foot plants behind us, pressing strong into the right hand. Right leg is long, press into the right edge of that right foot, and reach that left hand up and over the head, maybe gazing past that left elbow. Wild thing. Breathe deep into that side body. From here, we're going to lower that right hip down. Begin to twist that left knee over. Drop that left hip. Coming back into cobra pose. Reach the chest high. And lower ourselves down, resting one cheek upon our palms, maybe creating a small pillow there, just to rest our head upon for a moment. Giving ourselves a good rest, a nice break from all that heat and energy that was created. Knowing that at times it is good to step aside or step back, allowing ourselves to find a moment of rest in such busy lives. When we find ourselves doing this, sometimes we will recognize that we've missed so much that we have been given. And when you could sit in silence or just take a moment to consider yourself and all the things that you've been given. Perhaps it is better to slow down and work with what is rather than chase something new. Rather just allow yourself to exist in contentment. Coming out of that, let's plant our hands down beside us, press into the palms, coming back to sit upon our heels. Maybe just give your body a light shake. Let out any excess energy. From here, we're going to go into a dolphin pose, which is preparation for a shoulder stand or a headstand. If you wish, you can join me in a headstand today, or you can just stay within the dolphin pose. That is plenty of effort there. Sometimes that could actually be more challenging than a shoulder stand. To come into it, we're going to plant our hands down as if we're coming into a downward facing dog, and then drop the elbows to the mat. From here, you could clasp the hands, or you could keep the palms face down and planted on the mat, whatever you choose to do. Then we lift the hips up as if we're in a downward facing dog, but upon our forearms. This here is dolphin. Will be the last strenuous pose of the practice. If you want to join me, the head can plant within the palms of the hands. Walk the feet in closer until And you begin to take flight, lifting the feet above the body into a headstand. Remembering that if you've joined me in a headstand, our weight is upon the shoulders and is not actually in the head. We're strong in those forearms. Pressing through those forearms, lifting through the shoulders. If you're in the headstand, we can lower our feet down, coming back into dolphin pose. From dolphin, let's all drop the knees, hips come back onto the heels, child's pose. Good work. We're going to start winding the practice down now, preparing ourselves for a final Shavasana at the end. Let's come back up into a tabletop. Press into the feet. Lift the hips up, downward facing dog. Gently walk the feet back to the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Press into the feet, bend the knees. We reach up to the sky. Exhale, palms down to heart center. Bend the knees. Dropping the hips down upon the mat. Feet come out in front of us. From here, we're going to enter into a plow pose. Or, if that's uncomfortable for you, you can just stay here. Open up the upper body, stretch through the crown of the head, and fold forward over those legs. If you want to join me in Halasana plow pose, well, we're going to drop the spine down upon the mat, lift the feet over the head, hands are planted at our sides, feet come up over, landing upon the ground behind us. This can be a very intense pose upon the spine. Just remember, we are not putting weight into our head, but rather our shoulders. If you stayed with the seated forward fold, you could always use your shins to help pull you forward, maybe clasping your hands upon your feet. Just recognize where you need to be. Allow yourself to take one more deep stretch here. Journeying further into the posture as your body relaxes. If you're in plow pose, we're going to bring our hands to our lower back, lift the feet up to the sky. Brief shoulder stand before rolling the spine upon the mat. Feet come up to the sky. And if you're in a seated forward fold, you could come up out of it. We're all going to meet laying upon our back, preparing ourselves for fish pose, our final heart opener. We're going to take the palms of the hands, plant them upon the mat, slide the upper palm of the hand under the glutes. So the glutes are pressed upon the top part of the hand. We come upon our elbows, broaden the shoulders, point the toes, and allow the shoulders to open wide, and the head slowly falls down upon the mat behind us. Our final heart opener position, allowing ourselves to go deep into it. Just releasing any last bit of energy that may be stored within the body. Before we enter into our final Shavasana corpse pose. Maybe add a lot of tension in the legs. Flexing the legs generously. Open the chest wider. Press into those forearms. Press into those elbows. We'll maybe lift the chest just a little bit higher. Really tensing the entirety of the body. One more final breath in that tenseness. And then release the tension. Allowing ourselves to fall upon the mat. Slide the hands out from under you. One more deep inhale. And then let it go. Allow that tension just to leave yourself now. Allow yourself to be still. Allow that quiet calm to now become part of you. Feel free to stay there as long as you like. If you wish to end the practice now, you may come up and join me in a seated position, or you could remain upon your back. Maybe today you'd like to finish your practice in a rest. Allow yourself to do that. Give yourself the space and time to do that. Let's take one more conscious inhale. Nice and slow. Consciously exhaling at the same pace. And then come back to a normal rhythm. I thank you for joining me today in practice, for allowing me to share my home with you. I wish you peace of mind and joy of heart. Namaste.